Michael came up with Lightman. I think Michael Cotton named him. Michael wanted an opening to the show that was unique. Out of a number of meetings, collaborative sessions, I remember him talking about, was there a way to begin, with an awesome sort of video experience that then transferred to his body? And could he carry the light and magic of visual imagery onto his body?
Most incredible idea. We, looked all around. There is no such material. There was no way to create a suit, a wearable suit covered with video lights that was any good. I mean, you can put lights in a suit. He'd been doing that for years, too. He'd had electrified costumes for 20 years. But to put a coherent video image on a piece of clothing was a big challenge. So it got to the point where there was no one in the world who could build such a thing in 1 month's time. But I did show him an idea for something called Lightman, which was a suit of lights, like a suit of armor. And people may know he really loved that sort of thing.
Well, the original concept was a silver orb about 8 foot diameter was going to lower down from the stage, and it would land on the stage and then would open up and reveal the Lightman within it. For technical reasons, the production of Lightman changed to actually where it would appear from below the stage and kind of rise up out of the stage.
We had a ramp that opened up at the center stage, which we called our garage door, and that out of the black, Michael was going to come free-floating straight toward the audience down to the edge of the stage, floating in this figure with video imagery wrapping around him. And then at one point, the imagery would grow to a bright white light, and then piece by piece by piece by piece, this would open and Michael would jump down and we would start the show.
When we realized that we couldn't just plug LEDs into a pre-existing fabric suit, I came to David and his company Show Effects to find out how the heck we could do this.
This is a flexible LED panel that is definitely new, definitely different. There's about 2 companies in the world making this product right now. The very unique thing about this is how easy it is to shape around different corners and different styles so that you can actually go around a corner, go up underneath in concave or convex patterns with LED.
And that just set our minds to work. We thought, okay, we started forming it around the body, and you could see that, yeah, you could make a suit out of this.
This is amazing. This is a really fun project. About halfway through building this on the floor, before we even put it on the Lightman, we started to see how it was all taking shape, and that's when everybody got very excited.
Our first task was to help Michael create the scale model that would be shown to Michael Jackson. This is the maquette that was sculpted prior to building the full-size version. This was done so that Michael Cotton and Kenny and MJ could all decide on a pose and confirm that this is the shape we want it to be.
And Michael's vision of it was that it was to be like Michelangelo's David, so hence the kind of semi-Roman statue pose here. And then one by one, panels would open to reveal parts of his body at his cue. So he would reveal first his leg, shin, chest, helmet, and even the codpiece. He was definitely interested in holding the tension on this for as long as he could. He talked about staying in here. He would kind of act this out on stage.
Every flap will open one at a time. Right. Boom. Pretend as if that's a step down. It will have sound to collect itself, where the Lightman collects itself. Okay?
You wouldn't have seen any of this because it would have been covered with the video panels. And then the areas that were not covered with video panels were to have chrome decorative elements, sort of chrome bezels. The hand would have been the chrome finish as well.
He did see this, but never with the pieces working. As David said, that's where we got it to, and we were going to show him a couple of days later. But this is as far as we got. hopefully we will finish it one day.
We were a few days out from being able to actually cover the entire body and have it function when the news broke that Michael had been taken to the hospital. Within a very short time, a couple hours that afternoon, we realized that this project wasn't going to go any further, nor were any of the other pieces that we were working on. In fact, we had a truck full of equipment getting ready to go over to Staples. So it was a real surreal sort of afternoon for us when we realized that Lightman wasn't going to ever see the stage.
It was a working piece of art, and it floated over the stage and landed and revealed him. It would have been the most spectacular opening for a star I think anyone has ever done.